And hello neighbors! Yes, Katie said I look too much like an ajashi and she wanted to see a younger version of me, so I decided to... Today, we're gonna do an amazing fresh kimchi. This type of fresh kimchi is called geotjeori. It has a different texture. The leaves, they're fresh, so they have a nice crunch towards it. This recipe is great for beginners. It's like a great onboarding one because it only takes 10 minutes, literally 10 minutes. I'm gonna show you really quickly. 10 minutes. And plus we're gonna use this baby napa cabbage. So the serving size is small. You can eat it all up within a few days and then you can make another batch. You can tweak the ingredients and make it your own. All right, lovelies, if you go to the Korean mart, you're gonna find what we in Korea called albechu, or the long name is albegi pechu. And just for reference, I'll show you it's about the length of my forearm. You know, the regular size napa cabbage is around this big, so in English, I think this is also called baby napa cabbage. And just for reference, this cabbage came out to around 780, let's say 800 grams. The outer leaves, sometimes they're a little bit limp, and then they might have some discolored spots. We can just save this for a stir fry later when the color and the shape is not that important. So I like to just take off the outer layer. And if we rotate this like a rotisserie chicken, you'll see the inner leaves are very tight, right, and compact. Very nice. From here, it's very easy. We can just snap off each of the leaves. We're gonna take them apart. Dook. And the closer you get to the center, the leaves, they're like packed way more tighter. These inner leaves, they're perfect for lettuce wraps. Oh, you just put some like freshly grilled barbecue with a dab of samjang. Beautiful. All right, once you get to the very small baby leaves, you could just take a bite of that. Delicious. Then give them a quick rinse. There might be little specks of dirt at the base. We'll just wash that out. You're doing a good job. Let's keep going. We want to shake off that excess water. Then for fresh kimchi, you got to put some sonmat, which means flavor from your hands. And this, I'm going to add it by just ripping the pieces. Grab each piece and just go across. The ones that are extra wide, you can split them in half first, like that. All right, that was the last bit. Oh, looks very nice, right? Then I quickly washed some green onions. I have around 5 stalks here. This green is going to provide that visual contrast with all the red that you see in kimchi. Measure your pinky. We'll do around that size. Very good. Let's add our cabbage to a large mixing bowl. Then let's add in our green onions. And when it comes to this fresh kimchi called geotjeori, there's 2 main differences when it comes to the making process. Number 1, we do not salt and brine these leaves. That salting process kicks off the fermentation process, which makes the kimchi taste more sour, and it lasts for months and months. But this geotjeori, again, it's called fresh. It's meant to be eat quickly, within a few days, maybe up to a week. And then the second difference, if you look at our traditional kimchi video, you'll see that we make kind of a paste, like a kimchi paste with the marinade, and we brush it onto the leaves. That's so as it sits for a very long time, it doesn't slide off as the water from the leaves come off. But again, this one, we don't need that because we're gonna eat this quickly. One thing, if this recipe comes out delicious and you love it, you gotta promise me to share it with another person. Pay it forward. Let's start with minced garlic. We're gonna do 1.5 tablespoons. That's 1.5. Good. That was tablespoon. We're gonna switch out to the small teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of minced ginger. Then we're gonna do a 3/4 of a standard cup. You see, about 3/4 filled all the way to the top of gochugaru. This is the Korean red chili pepper flakes. Spread it like this. Wow. And then you know what we're going to use next? We're going to use a classic ingredient that we use to make kimchi. It's seojut. This is salted / fermented shrimp, very small shrimp. And this provides that salty but deep / umami flavor. You can, of course, just replace this with salt, but there's something missing. I've tried it, many recipes where we just do salt. And there's a reason why almost all of like the award-winning kimchis in Korea, they always includes some of this salted briny shrimp. Take a look inside. This is going to be sold at every Korean market in the refrigerator section. We're going to need 2 tablespoons worth. All right, that's 1 and that's 2. Daniel, doesn't that make this taste very like seafood-like and a seafood flavor? Zero, nada, zen, not at all. You won't taste it at all. Then we're gonna add some 멸치액젓. In English, that's anchovy fish sauce. It's best if you use this one. If you can't, just use normal fish sauce. That's fine too.
Daniel, what you're making?
I'm making some fresh kimchi so our neighbors around the world can enjoy
Oh my god.
the delicious world of kimchi.
You're making 겉절이.
겉절이, that's right. You know how we always buy 겉절이 at E-Mart?
Yeah.
That
I love
E-Mart one is
겉절이.
really good, surprisingly. I got jealous and now I want to make my own.
Is it gonna be better than theirs?
You better say so. Yeah. All right, here's 1/4 cup of the anchovy fish sauce. And then we're going to use some meshirek, which is the Korean plums, also known as meshil, and their extract when it's squeezed, the liquid. So meshil extract liquid. Why is this nice? If you just add in regular sugar, it could be taste a little sweet. This one has a little bit of fruitiness plus sweetness. 3 tablespoons of this bad boy in. 2 and 3. Off camera, I've been looking for my gloves. Unfortunately, I'm out. That means I'm gonna get red fingers the whole day, but it's all right. We wanna mix this up, and we're gonna add a little bit of sugar soon, but I wanna give this a mix first. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna infuse that hand flavor into this. All right, keep mixing it up. Oh man, I'm doing true country boy style today. Get all of those ingredients thoroughly mixed. You're gonna see some spots where there's a lot of gochugaru, so come on, mix it up evenly. Wow, you see the color changing? Beautiful, right? Wow. Wow, look at that color. Look at my hands. But we need a little bit of sugar. 5 big pinches of sugar. Trust me, we need this just to balance it out. 2, 3, that's 5 right there. Mix it up again. Give it one final toss. Then give it another taste. And everyone likes their kimchi in a slightly different way. So give it a taste test here. If it needs a little bit more sugar, if it needs a little bit more salt, if it needs a little bit more of love, just add a pinch more. But overall, I'm gonna have taken you 95% there. It's gonna taste amazing. It's coming.
Ah!
Try to give you revenge from the first video. You like it?
You did a good job with the seasoning.
Is it better than the fresh ones that they make at the E-Mart? Really?
Really good.
All right, now you can eat this right away if you like, but I like to chill it down in the refrigerator because cold kimchi is the way to go. Note that a little bit of water is going to release from this cabbage, and that's just natural, so don't worry about it. I'm going to put it into my little kimchi container. It's best to eat this within 2 or 3 days, but it can go up to a week, but just more water will release from the cabbage.
I want more.
Man, I missed my chance. I'm too gentle. I should have rubbed it all over your face. I need revenge.
People don't know what revenge you're talking about, Daniel.
Go check our how to make kimchi, our first one we made. My mom also made another one, a summer kimchi one using potatoes. That one's really good too. A lot of people even like that one better. All right, there it is, guys. Finish off with a little bit of sesame seeds. This is optional. Put our kimchi container lid on. All right, and we'll let this cool down for a little bit. Now, before I go, I know some people can't find this 새우젓 or this fermented salted shrimp. So I'm gonna try another batch just for you, and I'm gonna replace this with some salt. And let's see, and try to get the taste very comparable. All right, second batch. Follow the same steps, use the same exact ingredients, except for the shrimp. We'll replace that with half a tablespoon of salt. Mix that in there. Let's give this another mix. Wrong day to not have. All right, let's try the second batch using salt rather than the shrimp brine. That's delicious too. That works. That half tablespoon of salt, that's just right. Let's fetch our kimchi. Ooh, I'm excited. All right, let's grab it. Wow, look at that beauty. And if you look below, you'll see a little bit of water already forming. Just a little bit, not too much. Grab a little bit of fresh rice. Pour a little bit of kimchi on the side.
먹고 싶다.
Alright guys, there it is. Wow. 잠깐만, kimchi. Cold kimchi with some fresh rice, that's the test. 너무 맛있다.
나도 먹어보자. 우와,
Perfect.
This is the best kimchi you've ever made.
Alright, Katie, and you know that I replaced the shrimp, 새우젓, with salt. I want you to try this one.
Oh,
Wow,
this
this one.
doesn't have shrimp?
Yeah, and see if you could taste any difference.
Let me try.
It looks the same, right? Right? And then put it on some rice.
The seasoning is perfect, but it tastes less strong.
I think the back taste of kimchi, this one is light.
Yeah.
It's not like a full-bodied like saltiness at the end. But to be honest,
It tastes just as good.
yeah, I mean, if you, yeah. We're nitpicking here, guys. All right, I'm really happy that I shared that recipe with you. You know, with the traditional kimchi, you have to wait a day for the leaves to get salted, and then you lose sleep. Did I make it right? Is it gonna turn out right? Oh no. But with this one, you get feedback within 3 minutes. That second batch that I made, I did it in 3 minutes. Which means you, yes you, I'm coming through the screen, the one looking at the phone. You can make it at home and succeed. Enjoy.